School is the first serious quest you have to complete after the tutorial. Considering your very low level at this point in the game, this is going to be one of the toughest locations you have ever come across, until you see what happens at levels 18 and over. So let's take a look at some of the default skins you'll encounter, and defensive strategies against the suicide thought-inducing bosses of this dungeon. Now, as infuriating as this area is, some of the most memorable moments will happen at this stage. Notice how I said memorable and not best. I once found a decomposing rat in the urinal. It's not like it crawled through the tiniest holes and up and died. Some crazy fucker found it, picked it up, and put it there. Another time I was playing basketball with this big ass tank build. He decided it was time to lose his motor functions and fell right on my knee. The joint popped out a socket and I was escorted out on a stretcher. This location is brimming with hostile players. Years and years of repetitive gameplay has completely rotted their brains, so now they decide that they want to take out their frustrations on younger players. Be careful with these. Getting on their good side is key. They have two main abilities that you should be aware of. First one is homework assignment. Completely against your will, you're forced to sign a contract to finish a task before a certain period of time. Avoiding the terms of the contract will deal massive psychological damage, so make sure that you finish it in time. Now, throughout this quest line, these players are going to be teaching you the lore and mechanics of the game world. This is where the test ability comes in. Occasionally they will be casting it to see if you've been learning everything they've been teaching you. Sometimes, however, a weird bug pops up where the information being asked is not the same information that was being taught. This has been going on for years and the devs haven't done anything about it, so I guess you'll just have to live with it for now. In between your encounters with these mini bosses, you'll have some short breaks where you can restore your health at the school cafeteria. But I highly recommend bringing your own consumables because
So you must go.
yeah. Sooner or later you'll have to go to the bathroom. This is the most lawless place in the entire location. I mean, you got couples trying to invite new players to the server, players casting self-damaging spells, and if you want PvP, this is where you'll get it. Usually players just exchange psychological damage, but sometimes you can even get some physical in there. The one time you decide to participate in the activities, you get caught by the dungeon master, the principal. You can always easily spot him by his signature armor and his balding head, which he uses to telepathically damage players. Just hearing him approach will make you shit your pants. The characteristic ringing of his keychain, and the sound of his wood sole wingtips clacking against the tile. Anyone caught breaking the rules of the location will be sent back to his lair. Most players never make it out of there, but the ones who do become legends for the rest of the questline. As soon as you hear him hide in the nearest stall, pray that whatever deity you acknowledge hears your call for help. But as long as you don't break any rules, you'll be fine, which is easier said than done. The way you progress through this location may dictate how you end up in the mid-game. Make sure you pay at least some attention to the later parts of the quest. You'll soon find out that finishing this questline solo is unbelievably difficult and is 100 times easier when done co-op. First, you must figure out the build of player that you're dealing with, because you need to make sure that you have a solid party. So here are a few to watch out for.